Here's how I work with kids introducing a new song, new music. The first thing that I do is practice. You've got to practice. You can't sight read something 5 minutes before the kids come in, or you don't know it well enough. You have to practice. And practice takes time. The first thing you're going to need to do is memorize the song. Well, you probably do that already. Memorize it quickly. My hope is, and my suggestion is, you don't use notation. Get rid of notation as soon as possible. Notation is like training wheels. We use notation because it's hard to remember how complicated music can be if it's a complicated song or an instrumental piece. There's no way that you can easily memorize all of the notes. The songs you're singing with kids aren't going to have that difficulty. So get rid of notation as soon as possible. Do not use the piano. Don't use the piano. It is the devil. Some may say the tritone is the devil in music. It's really the piano. We go to the piano because it is always right. The pitches it plays don't vary unless it's out of tune. The piano is always right. Therefore, when we're learning something, we just hit a note and, oh, that's the note. We don't have to think. Remember, you're training your mind to think more musically about what you're singing. And that's going to be a slow growth process, but it is a better way of learning new music. Stay away from the piano. Use it for a reference if you need to. Other than that, get rid of it. Never use the piano in an experience with kids. We'll always go to the piano because it's there, it's common, it is what we expect to do. Boom, chick, boom, chick. Okay, kids, here we go, ready? You're conducting from the piano. Don't do that. Use just the voice. It's a better education in my opinion. And as you practice, get rid of the words. What's important are the notes, because this is music and not words. Even though they're words, get rid of them. They just get in the way. So practice the melody on a neutral syllable and play around with the melody. Play around with it. Alter the style, alter the mode, alter the meter, the tempo, add introductions, a cadence, make sure there's a coda, a cadenza. Just practice, play around with it so that you have done as much creative work as you possibly can. And the great thing about practice, at least this kind of practice, is it doesn't require a practice room. You don't have a piano. Have a recorder for reference pitch if you need. You can be on a walk and practice. You can be at the store and practice. You can be in the car and practice. Practice, practice, practice at the drop of a hat. That's what's going to help you build the oral skills, the disposition to run with an idea and make it fun. Practice, practice, practice. Improvisation is nothing but a well-practiced skill. It doesn't sound like a well-practiced skill because it's fluid. It's a well-practiced skill. Because improvisation, being able to think on your feet, really is just quickly recalling things that you've already done. I'm able to think on my feet with these words because I've said them before. And I know the concept I want to communicate. Right there, that I was trying to look for the right word, okay? Look for the right sound in music. As you practice over time, your improvisational skills, your ability to go with the flow and make music a dance improve. You have to practice. Practice all the ways you possibly can. And I guarantee you that it's going to be hard work. Working with kids is hard work. Therefore, are you going to spend your time practicing and working hard outside of the school day or in front of the students? It's your choice. Now that you've practiced and practiced and practiced, you're ready. You're ready to roll out, I suppose, this new song with kids. The first thing you need to do is make sure that you only introduce the tune. Words, remember, trump music. I can sing, and I've done this before. Here it is. No, I'll use a different tune. The Itsy Bitsy Spider. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. What am I singing? Well, I'm not. I'm just kind of monotoning it. You know what I'm singing because they're words. Here's a little provocation. Could it be that children who can't sing in tune are focusing their attention on the words rather than the notes? You'll want to introduce a new piece of music at each time that you work with kids, or every other time. There needs to be something new and novel each time you meet. New and novel each time you meet. And you can see here that there's one new song, and then there are all those old songs. Those old songs you're making novel by making each one more sophisticated. If you don't know something, if you don't know the song, simple is just hearing it. The children are going to listen to you sing an accurate version of the song without words. Get rid of the words. I've said that before. The first thing you need to do is establish tonic. Bum bum, yum bum 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 ba-dum. That was Phrygian, just because I could. Now, even though you never say, this is Phrygian, and you know it's one of the Greek modes, and you know it's very interesting. No, just sing it, let it be. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. You sing the tonal set, which in schema theory for learning, right, pedagogy, a folder in the mind labeled Phrygian opens up, and all the notes get stuffed into that folder. Even though it really doesn't have a label because we haven't labeled it, you get the idea. You want to highlight the mode through the tonal set and establish tonic. Then you need an introduction. And an introduction is going to establish tempo and meter. Tempo and meter in an authentic way. Yum pa pa bum pa pa bum pa pa bum pa pa bee dum ba dum bum. Yum ba da da dee dee dum da yum. That was down to the baker shop in Frisian, although I would have introduced it in major because that's the original mode. Anyway, just FYI for your information as an example. Tonal set, introduction. Do not count off. A one, two, ready, go. If you do that, let's do that again, just for me. All right, kids, here we go. 1, 2, ready, sing. What are they listening to? They're listening to your words to tell them when to start. What we need to help them learn is how to listen to the introduction, because that will tell them when to start musically. When you sing an introduction, there is a natural breath before you sing. There is a natural breath. You can't help but sing an introduction that has a breath before you sing the song. It's very natural, uncomplicated, and you really don't have to, oh, I need to breathe here. You don't have to mark a breath in your music. It's natural. That's why you do it. All right. I want to talk for a moment about sound and words. The quality of sound is influenced by the words we sing. Singing words is complicated because we have to change our mouth, the position of our tongue and teeth and jaw to make sure the words are clear, which they never are. Words get in the way of a good sound. Your children will sing better without words. If you have words, it may not be the best sound. It may not be the worst sound either. All children can sing with a good sound, a good tone, given the right guidance. That's why you're there. They don't have to shout. Shouting is not good. They need to understand they have a speaking voice, they have a shouting voice, they have a singing voice. You have to, well, I would suggest that you at least acknowledge that people can shout, and shouting is not singing. When people listen to one of those American Idol, The World's Got Talent, whatever, they may hear someone whose vocal timbre is much like shouting. It's not quite shouting, but it's pretty darn close. And children will equate that sound with their shouting and try to emulate that sound by shouting. It's not productive. Not productive at all. Good tone, a good, pure tone. Not that that was a good, pure tone. That's what we're looking for, just a nice, straight sound. You've introduced the song, one of many tunes that you are working with at a particular time during a particular musical experience. By the way, I'm calling these musical experiences because I don't want to use the word music lesson or music class. I want a different word, and I'm not crazy with experience. Maybe you can come up with something different. To break old habits, our language must change. To break old habits, our language must change. And with a new language, it may sound just strange. Your new musical experience, whatever that may be, you introduce the song, 90 seconds, they're listening, they're moving, then you're moving on to something else. The next time you see them, you revisit the song by singing it and then having them sing the final note, tonic. Or you could sing, if it has a repeated first phrase and a different second phrase, sort of like, I can't think off the top of my head, bum bum ba dum bum bum bum, and they'll all sing bum 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 bum, right? They sing the E-I-E-I-O. You sing the first part, they sing the second part. I'm sure you do this already, kind of trading off different parts of the song, different phrases. Find playful ways to get them to learn the song. They need to memorize the notes as soon as possible. If you want to use the words, you can use the words. When you're manipulating a song later on, you want to keep it simple, so getting rid of the words will help them focus on the rhythmic aspects, the tonal aspects, the harmonic aspects that you're infusing into that experience. Remember, we're going from the known to the unknown. The unknown is two-part harmony, which you can do with any child who can sing a song. There is a 3-year-old out there right now who can sing in tune Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And as that child is singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, you are adding very softly root harmony. Who says that the child has to sing the harmonic function? No, they just have to experience two voices singing independently, cooperatively. There it is, in a nutshell. You can do this. I know it. I know it. Simple to sophisticated, from the known to the unknown. All right, that's about it. I'm sure I've left something out, and you're going to ask me about that on the comment section of this lesson, or this, oh, I used the word lesson. I need to stop. Oh, great. I'm just,